Mutual fund sahi hai. We've all heard that. Now the next goal is mutual fund zaruri hai. To talk more on this, we are joined by Navneet Munot, who's the chairperson AMFI and the CEO of HDFC Mutual Fund. Thank you for joining us in business today. Sir, I want to start by asking you that, mutual fund has really grown in the past decade, but still the penetration is lesser. It's, less than 5% as the SEBI chief mentioned in his speech. What do you think are the hurdles, despite a booming economy, that, we have to still struggle to get more and more investors?
No, thank you. There are two ways to look at it. The one way to look at it, that industry has come a long way over the last 30 years. The growth we have seen in terms of the assets under management, number of investors, the number of pin codes from which the money comes. It's very heartening to see higher participation of women, of younger investors, of investors from smaller places, so on and so forth. But you are absolutely right, and that is what SEBI chairman also mentioned, that we have a long way to go. I also said that industry has got track record. We continue to work on transparency. We continue to work on leveraging technology. We continue to work on training, which is investor education. And through that, we have built trust. But we have a long way to go to get more penetration of mutual funds into households' portfolio.
The regulator also mentioned that, AMCs have to be careful while they invest in microcaps. How do you think the AMCs will balance the profit versus the safety of the investor money?
No, for us, it's always investor first. I mentioned that at the heart of everything that we do is centered around investor first. And whenever we look at the returns, we always mention that look at risk-adjusted returns. Look at risk-adjusted returns. SEBI chairman also talked about the importance of looking at the risk while delivering returns. And that is what in our industry over the last several years, we have done many best practices to ensure that investors not only focus on absolute returns, but focus on risk-adjusted returns.
And how can also AMCs, manage the frauds which happen in the industry and in the mutual fund industry? The investors sometimes, face these issues.
No, that's why we keep telling investors that they need to do proper goal planning. They need to focus on asset allocation. They need to do the right fund selection, invest for the long term, invest in a disciplined manner, and not get swayed by the volatility. At the same time, don't get too, I would say, exuberant when markets are doing well, and don't get too pessimistic when markets are not doing well. I think the way to make money over a long period of time is to focus on the right investment, number one, give it a long time, and have patience.
And also the fact that, the mutual fund industry wants to expand to the B30. So they want to come out with incentives for the women and the first time investors. So how do you think that will go about? What are the strategy in mind, and what sort of growth are you looking at?
So in our industry, we have been engaging deeply with SEBI and taking feedback from all our ecosystem partners that how do we penetrate more. We take pride that compared to the participation that we had 10 years back from smaller towns, it's gone up substantially. Incrementally, more than half the SIPs come from smaller towns, which is in our industry parlance we call B30. But there is a long way to go, and that's where we are engaged with SEBI. Then what else can be done to incentivize our partners or the other ecosystem partners to have more mobilization from smaller towns?
Do you think there'll be more schemes like the 250 SIP which had come out? If you would like to tell us that what has been the response, and what are any other strategies which will be coming to sort of get more investors to invest?
So SEBI chairman talked the word sachetization, that how mutual fund industry's innovation on bringing down the minimum amount of investment to participate in the capital market has led to a tremendous revolution in investing. We need to take that to the next level, and industry over the last couple of years have brought down the minimum amount. The Chota SIP that got launched few months back need to be explored more. The industry needs to do more work to get more participation in that. But some of the AMCs are running even lower than 250 rupees per month SIP, and I really compliment all of them to get more investor participation through smaller amounts.
All right. Thank you so much for speaking to Business Today.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.